actually that's a good way to generate karma. Because if you like something very much, if you really like, there may be books you like very much, give that books off, give that to other people. Then at the right time, when what you are desiring, it will be given to you by other means. That's how the karma works. What you like the most, that's the practice of my teacher, Master Chokoksui. What he do is that what he liked the most, he give it to other people. So he was actually paving way for the future karma, and that's a good thing to do.
For people to become those figures, you need to have a group of people to work together, so all the energies come together to become like a bigger channel, a bigger signal, in order to access this information and sort of pull it from source. And it's almost like doubling up on batteries. The more batteries you have, the more power you've got.
Yes.
So in a group of people, your power becomes exponential, and you just suck the frequencies in the universe that all these amazing people followed and tuned into, whether it was collectively or just from sitting by themselves for long enough that they became so in tune with the universe that they didn't need other people, right?
So when you are meditating and all, you will be seeing blue light and all, some blue color light and all. Those are the moments where you are actually connecting to your higher soul. And in pranic healing and all, they have specific meditations for that, to connect with your higher soul. So this is our first target, to reach or connect with the higher soul. And when your higher soul achieve perfection, then that's the moment you don't need to reincarnate again. You have achieved enlightenment.
Just quickly, I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone who still listens to the podcast. I started 4 years ago, and since then I've had over 1 million downloads. I get 5,000 downloads per month, and I've had over 200 different guests. So a massive thank you to everyone who still listens. If you could please do me a favour, if you could rate and review the podcast, that will be amazing, because it helps get the podcast out to new, conscious people like yourself. And my goal is to awaken as many people around the world. You can also follow me on Instagram. It's YesKingOliver, should you wish to see what I get up to on my day-to-day moments. Back to the episode.
So growing up when I was a kid, I used to be able to turn my computer on with just my mind. And I used to muck around with telekinesis. So I used to get an orange, a toothpick in the orange, and then a £20 note on top of the toothpick. And I used to just stare at it until it would move. And I'd noticed that when I observed that I'm observing it, it would go the other way. And that it would spin if I just watched it spin and I didn't re-observe myself. And recently, I was able to do telekinesis, where there was this river and some polystyrene in the river, and it was stuck in amongst some gunk. And I, as a joke, just tried to move it with my hand. But instead of just using the mind like I did with the orange when I was 21, I really started to use the same techniques I use when I do Reiki and energy healing. I was like twisting and gripping the air and wrapping it around and pulling it and pushing it and pulling it. And the polystyrene started to move in the direction I wanted it to move. And I thought, no way, absolutely no way. My friend said, try and make it go there. And so as a joke, I did the same thing again. I pushed it, I pulled it, I twisted, I turned, and it didn't move. And I was like, oh, I've burnt out my chi. I used all my chi energy up the first time. So we walked off, and then I looked back and it started to move, and it went exactly in the place where I set it. And that's when I realized the power is in setting and then forgetting it. So you can't just keep focusing on that thing. You've got to relax. So for example, in energy healing, you find where it is, you move it and you shift it, and then you sort of just relax. And that's where the magic happens. And then that literally applies to the whole of life. When you set your mind on something, you have to just let it go. You can't just keep going down that path. Otherwise, you won't realize where you've come from or where you're going, because the path will just look the same. You've got to literally step back, and then you see your work unfold. You see your progress unfold right in front of you.
Yes, amazing. Actually, that's a pretty great experience. So I used to practice, I always practice pranic healing. So what I do is that I exactly know I don't have any other power. I just become an instrument. Become an instrument of the divine energy. So I will be taking the energy and I will be healing the people, but no energy is taken from my side. I'm just acting as an instrument. Then we want, like what you said, we will be in a state which we will be very tired and all. That kind of things won't happen. Just be an instrument, because there are many spiritual angels, archangels, great holy masters, many spiritual, entire spiritual hierarchies there. And when we ask them for the divine energy, they are ready to give it. So just be an instrument, just channel the energy, just do the healing. And so we can't say that the healing was done by me. Actually, the healing was done by the higher people and all. We are just acting as an instrument. So less ego, nothing is ourselves, all with the divine. So invocation, what we say that we can literally feel the energy. Whoever is watching this video itself, they can literally feel the divine energy in their hands. If you want, we can try it right now.
Great, let's do it.
Right. Yeah. So just make your spine straight and open your arms. Open your arms. Like this way. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Be totally comfortable. Okay. And just close your eyes. And just visualize a bright white light. A big white light. Let that be universe, energy, God, any gods you follow, any avatars, any great ones, archangel, whatever it is. Just visualize this as ultimate power. And from that white light, a beam of light is projecting towards us, is projecting towards our aura. And when that light hit our aura, we can literally feel a sensation in our hands, in our palms. So let's invoke. Just visualize the white light and let's invoke. To the Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother, to my spiritual teacher, to all the spiritual teachers, all the great ones, holy gurus, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, angels of prosperity, angels of abundance, angels of love, invoking for a divine blessing. Now, if you are sensitive, you can literally feel the energy in your hands. Invoking for a divine blessing, for a divine guidance, for a divine love and mercy, for inner healing, physical healing, and psychological healing, for abundance and prosperity, for divine help and protection. Be still. Be still. Just feel that energy sensation in your palms, in your crown. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, what's amazing is
I hope
that,
you got.
yeah,
Yeah.
I was feeling it. So what's amazing is that you're the
Yeah.
opposite side of the world, and it just shows you that we have all the tools and the instruments and the passage and the channel within us. We can do all this by ourselves. I'm in another country. I activated that within me. And now I find that a lot of us need permission and need to be witnessed in order to activate that energy. So you would have to be there guiding me in order for me to find that feeling within. I can just find that feeling within without you guiding me. But I feel that because we're part of a dependent society where we often depend on the government, depend on hospitals, people, medicine, we feel like we need somebody to give us permission or hold our hand to activate something that we can already do within, the same as medication. We can activate that same state within. The medicine is often the permission slip to creating that chemical state in us. So just by saying the words of those great people, are you calling in the energies of those people and the people focusing on those people? Because those names have sounds and frequencies. There's millions of humans who are also praying to those people. So there's energy on those names. So when I think about those names or speak those names, I'm literally attracting the energy of all the people, focusing on them, thinking about them, even those people themselves, right?
Yeah. Actually, if I scan your aura, you're a person who is having a big heart chakra. You know heart chakra?
Yeah.
So if a person is having a big heart chakra, active, automatically his crown chakra will be also so much activated.
Yes.
So you already have an activated crown chakra and heart chakra. So it's very easy for you to connect with the right techniques. And what the people I mentioned, the great ones, other holy masters, these were just real human beings. So there were initiations, like most of the people don't have any idea about spirituality and all. They are like in a routine rat race, 9 to 5 job and all. They are in a, what we say that they are in the initiation 0. Then we have someone who have control over their physical body. So we can call them initiation 1. The next level is initiation 2, which have control over the astral body. And third level is the initiation over the mental body. And fourth level, if a person reaches a fourth initiation, that person can be called as an enlightened one. He can be called as an Paramahamsa. So we have heard about Paramahamsa Yogananda. So in Buddhism, these people are called Arhat. So these are the teachings mainly from Pranic healing. So at the current scenario, everyone's target is reach an initiation of the 5th initiation. So when a person reaches the 5th initiation, he can be called as a holy master. So then no need of reincarnation, nothing else. We are free from the reincarnation cycle and we have other jobs. So we call upon these kind of higher beings and they are literally having multiple jobs in the higher worlds. So when we invoke them, they are always ready to give us blessings. So one fine day we will also become holy master and all.
So, for example, I know that when you ask, it comes. And if you don't ask, then it doesn't come. But we think because we're expecting something to happen. Like, let's just say you're selling a home and you want to sell your home, that you think, oh, because I want to sell my home, it's going to sell. But it's like you need to override that just normal thought of, I need to sell my home, and actually set the intention of, universe, I need to sell my home. It's different to just saying, well,
getting
I put
into
my house on the
alignment.
market.
Yes.
Huh?
It's getting into alignment and all.
Yeah, it's not just like, oh, well, I need to sell my home and I can't move until it's sold. No, you sit down and actually say, I need to sell my home. Please find somebody to buy the house. Those two things are very different. And just by asking, as we said about the archangels, just by asking and calling them, they come. Whereas if you just presume that they're going to come, they won't. You've got to specifically ask.
Yes. Ask and it's given. Like that. Simple as that.
I want to go back to go on.
Sorry?
I want to go back to the heart and the mind channel thing. So it's very interesting because I took an aura scan and it showed my aura and it said about how my heart and my head was open. And there's a connection between the heart being open and also the head. And I realized that if you have a clear channel, then you can receive everything. But if you have a blocked channel, then it's there, but you simply don't have access to it. And this is why it's very important to always have a clear channel in order to receive. You can't just want to manifest stuff if you're blocked. You need to have a clear channel in order to emit a high frequency and receive the high frequency. Otherwise, you'll never quite get the download in real time. You'll miss it.
Yeah, for sure. Because we call that chakras. So in the yogic philosophy and all, there are mainly 7 chakras. So any kind of spiritual energy, any kind of prosperity energy, any kind of peaceful energy, divine energy, all kind of energy comes to your body through your crown chakra. So if your crown chakra is blocked, then no energy will be coming. So how to activate crown chakra? The easiest way to activate crown chakra is by having a good heart. So how can you become a person with good heart? By giving charity, by doing service, by spreading the teachings. So if you are constantly doing that kind of things, automatically your heart will be getting bigger and bigger. So when a person have a big heart, actually there is a problem. Like you will be caring less for yourself. and you will be over caring for others. That can also happen. But that's an ideal person, and that person, if his heart is so much activated, automatically their crown chakra is activated, and more divine energy can pour into him.
Yeah, when you said about
And
the
it's a
fifth
different
dimension,
the fifth initiation.
yeah, so you said that, you know, you won't reincarnate if you've reached the fifth initiation because essentially you've done all the work or whatever. What did you say? Explain that bit.
Yeah, actually there are always targets, like what's our soul purpose. So currently our soul purpose is to reach a fifth initiate, and when we reach the fifth initiate, we become a holy master. So it's beyond enlightenment. The fourth initiation is enlightened state, and fifth initiation is becoming a holy master. So in the current chain, these are all theosophical terms. So in this current chain, we need to reach a fifth initiate. After that, you don't have to learn or gain more knowledge in this physical realm. You have achieved everything. So you
How
will
do
be
you
having
reach the
more
fifth
work.
initiation?
So by constant purification, inner work, spirituality, doing practices, Kundalini yoga, Arhatic yoga, Dhyan, many techniques are there. So it's like first we need to realize soul realize. First we need to have the soul realization. So when we are meditating and all, you will be seeing blue light and all, some blue color light and all. Those are the moments where you are actually connecting to your higher soul. And in pranic healing and all, they have specific meditations for that, to connect with your higher soul. So this is our first target, to reach or connect with our higher soul. And when your higher soul achieve perfection, then that's the moment you don't need to reincarnate again. You have achieved enlightenment.
And how do you know that you've reached that fifth initiation? As an
No,
individual, how would you know?
I'm not a fifth initiate and not, but these are teachings. And we can know that, like, we have 7 bodies actually. We have multiple bodies. Okay, so this is a physical realm, and in this physical realm, if I want to move something and all, I need physical body. And when we go to bed, when we are asleep, immediately our physical body is at rest. We are in our astral body, and we are exploring the astral realm. So what's happened is that when you are dreaming and all, you're literally in the astral world. It's not about this astral traveling thing and all. It's just simple thing. If you are dreaming, you are in the astral world. So astral world is filled with your emotions, your desires, attachments, these kind of things. And the next world is the mental world. There we can explore with our mental body. So if you have mastery over physical body, you got the first initiation. If you have mastery over our emotions totally, you have, like, if you have mastery over your astral body, you are in the second initiate. If you are mastery over your mental body also, then you are in the third initiate. Actually, Buddha is an 8th initiate. He is the top guy in this realm right now. As a human being, he came as a human, and the highest a human could achieve is achieved by Buddha, who is an 8th initiate. Jesus is just behind him.
But how do we know that? Like who says that? Does he say that? Does he tell the people he's that, and then we pass it on, or do we observe that and say he is that?
Actually, these are ancient teachings mainly from the theosophy. So I want to know the truth. I became a spiritual seeker, but one guy will be saying this kind of spirituality, another person will be saying totally different things. So I was totally confused. Like whom to follow. Like if there are 10 spiritual gurus, 10 people are saying 10 different things. So it was totally confusing. So I started to research, I started to go, and finally I found that many school of teachings are saying the same truth. Like one is Theosophical Society. Next one is Alice Bailey, the school of Alice Bailey. And from India, we have Kriya Yoga. And from Philippines, we have Pranic healing, Arhatic Yoga. All these schools are saying the same truth. So, still we need to confirm. As a question, we should have that kind of question, like, is it really true? Is spirituality spam or something, scam or something? So that kind of things can happen. So I reached Pranic healing, and from there, they literally show us how to scan an aura, how to scan your chakras, how a chakra gets activated. So in that class, there may be 5 or 10 members scanning a single client. All will be getting the same result. Then only it can be proved as valid. So I got this exposure, and I finally believe that yes, aura exists, the etheric body exists, chakras are there, and we can literally heal people from many dangerous diseases and all. So that kind of exposure gave me a great faith to believe this with my experience, not by someone saying something and blindly believing. I have done the experiments of healing, and I have seen people curing. So all these teachers, they were saying that healing is just an experiment to show you there's something like this. So you need to go beyond that. So for that, it's core spirituality. For that, you need to experience from yourself. How can you connect with your higher soul? If you are meditating, if you can see the blue light, if you can scan your crown chakra after the meditation, you can literally feel, wow, my crown chakra is activated this much. And the same experiment can be done with your friends also. So the spiritual hierarchy is also saying that we need to work in group. A lone wolf path won't get much in that spiritual. So by believing in these small things, for me, it's like a leap of faith. Like these teachers are saying the truth. So I need to follow this. So that's why I went to these theosophical teachings and started believing these kind of things.
So do you believe that all these teachers just followed the teacher before them, or did they work it out themselves by being the source, by being that divine energy in connection? Has everyone worked it out themselves, or has people just followed the likes of Jesus and Buddha and followed their wisdom, or is it their wisdom versus the teacher's wisdom, and then they just put it into their own language?
Actually, most of them were clairvoyants. And what my teacher, Master Chua Koksui, is a founder of Pranic healing. So in front of him, if I'm saying an example, if in front of him, if there is a client, if there is a patient, he will be projecting healing energy, and he will be asking a clairvoyant, what do you see? And he will be saying, yeah, I am seeing this way. And he will be calling another client, another clairvoyant. He will be in USA or somewhere and ask him, what do you see? So all these clairvoyants must see the same thing. Then they can verify, they can document it. So thus they ask the question, how the universe is created, how it's like Advaita, like oneness, one source of, or there are multiple duality or non-duality. What's the beginning? So they are started asking, and they have this higher, the people who have very high clairvoyance. And all these people, they are giving Shaktipat. There are techniques like Shaktipat and all to increase their clairvoyance. So by clairvoyantly, they are looking at many things, and there are multiple researchers again over and over and over by multiple schools, and they documented it.
But my question is that are all these individual, like seventh dimension, whatever you said, beings, right? Are they all tuning into their own connection, or are they following the people before them? So, for example, can you just study Jesus and Buddha and monk and start preaching what they have taught? Or have you got to go within and have the answers within yourself and be able to work out the information yourself? Because that would mean everyone can study these people and become the seventh, whatever you said, right? So surely not everyone has the ability to be these figures. or
Yes,
connected?
for sure.
Because you can't just,
Actually,
you can study, but you can't. So what I'm saying is, have they all studied the person in front of them, or have they all been their own channels?
it's actually like each individual have clairvoyance. But Oliver, you are looking clairvoyantly and you are seeing something else, and I am looking clairvoyantly, I am seeing something else differently. Then that doesn't work. All the clairvoyants are seeing the same truth. Thus, they documented. And in pranic healing, if you study pranic healing, they will teach you something like scanning. And with scanning with your hands itself, you can scan a person. You can ask question with the divine. You are totally always connected with the divine. So you can. So for that, you need some purification and all. You need to be in a pure state. You need to meditate. And if you can ask questions, these higher beings can guide you. But as I said, it's a group work. It's like I am scanning myself and I am finding many answers. I am saying that this is the truth. That's not applicable. Multiple people need to scan together. They need to come to the same truth. We need to do this in a group work. It's about raising the consciousness itself of the whole humanity.
So you're saying that for people to become those figures, you need to have a group of people to work together, so all the energies come together to become like a bigger channel, a bigger signal, in order to access this information and sort of pull it from source. And it's almost like doubling up on batteries. The more batteries you have, the more power you've got.
Yes.
So in a group of people, your power becomes exponential, and you just suck the frequencies in the universe that all these amazing people followed and tuned into, whether it was collectively or just from sitting by themselves for long enough that they became so in tune with the universe that they didn't need other people, right?
Yeah, actually, if 7 people are meditating together, that energy, if 7 people are meditating, that energy can do magic. They can literally bless many people. Of course, these people are doing like that. These pranic healers are doing. I know, literally, I know. So they are blessing people. If there is some war and all, they are blessing the casualties, everyone. So at least 7 people we need to do meditation together. So if a person is meditating in single-handedly, that person meditating for 100 days, and these 7 people meditating for 30 minutes have the same energy.
Incredible.
So group work matters. And the spiritual, there are something called spiritual hierarchy. So as I said, all these 4th initiate, 5th initiate, who are not in their physical body, all these archangels together form the spiritual hierarchy. And when you are doing some good deeds, when you are spreading knowledge and all, you are getting noticed by the spiritual hierarchy. So even tomorrow we can channel to the spiritual hierarchy.
So when you say spiritual hierarchy, what do you mean? Define that.
Spiritual hierarchy is a group of people who are already enlightened, who are working for the smooth running of the universe, of the earth, of the solar system and everything. Because there are other beings also. Because earth didn't create like there are 9 planets and all, and only there's life form in earth. It's not like that. There is life in all other planets, but not in the physical form.
So when you say that the spiritual gurus of a planet will know about you if you're also doing the work, how? Do they physically stumble across you on Instagram? Can they feel your energy? Can they, like, how? When you say that they can feel
Actually,
you doing the work too?
there is a theosophical a guru, a teacher named Leadbeater, and he have a disciple. Leadbeater have a disciple, and he is literally connected to a spiritual master, a high spiritual master. And there is a story like one day that this Leadbeater asked a spiritual master, like, this disciple is so good, can you connect him also to the spiritual hierarchy? And he was literally asking for the admission for this disciple. And this spiritual master shown Leadbeater what he is seeing. Literally what a spiritual master is seeing, that vision he has shown to Leadbeater. And what Leadbeater says is that when anyone is doing some good deed, there is a small light showing up for them. So when you are doing massive good deeds and all, your deeds cannot be unseen. It's literally shown to the entire spiritual hierarchy, these higher beings and everyone. Maybe that's good karma, but every action matters, every thought matters, every emotions matters.
So we're not talking about
So
the
this,
physical bodies, like knowing this person's doing good work. Like, oh, Oliver's
no. Physically
trying to
you can
awaken
fake.
people.
Physically you can fake. Because they have, what I have heard is, what I have learned is like, they have like 5-dimension access. So they know what's the future, what's the past, how this soul will evolve. These kind of access these spiritual masters have.
So these masters, so I'm trying to understand, these masters who are spiritual hierarchy, do they know who these people are, or is it just they can feel that there's other energies out there trying to get to their frequency, essentially, by climbing up the spiritual hierarchy? Is it a feeling, or do they actually
No. It's
know?
not intentionally done. No, it's not intentionally done. Because most of the people don't have any idea about spiritual hierarchy. But they may be good people. They are doing lot of service, lot of charity, helping lot of people, and creating a awakening movement. So these kind of actions, they are not doing for getting an admission to spiritual hierarchy. They are doing as a world service. They are doing good things for the humanity. So if a soul is doing that, immediately the spiritual hierarchy and higher beings can notice that. So what you faking doesn't matter. What you are really doing, what your karma, they can literally feel that.
Yeah, I've never heard that quite like that before.
It's about
Obviously,
theosophical teachings mainly.
obviously, when you do good, you're increasing your energy and you're getting good karma, and you're letting go of bad energy. And the more good you put out, the more good you get back. And so you become like a sponge for positive energy. The more you give, the more you get back, and your frequency should get higher and higher and higher and higher and higher. And then as it gets higher, you have access to more things on that level of frequency, as you call it, the spiritual hierarchy, the stuff that happens up there in terms of pure consciousness and understanding how the world works and using energy healing to heal people that aren't even in front of you. You can get to that level, and you're saying the more good you do, the quicker and easier it is to get up there. And once you are up there, you don't need to reincarnate, because you've done the job of essentially cleansing your body of bad karma from the past life. And the aim is just to get neutral, and then you can choose to go into the positive, into higher frequencies once you've neutralized any bad negative karma, right?
Actually, there are only two things which is holding us in this physical world: our past life karma and our attachment. So if you can totally let go all of this attachment, and if you are neutralized all your karma, immediately you will be in the fourth initiate also.
What do you think about materialistic items and having things in a home?
In 21st century, to lead a peaceful spiritual life, we need some materialistic, we need some bank balance. Without that, in 21st century, it is very hard to pursue a spiritual path itself. So,
for example,
it's not
I can see behind you've got a plant and you've got a speaker. Could you essentially live without those things?
No, I'm saying that I'm not against money. I'm saying that the right souls must have money. So you are a right
Not
soul.
Money, belongings and objects, like just stuff in drawers, little ornaments, pens, and just stuff. Not money, but things, items that you have to store and put somewhere, that you have to move if you move house. The less things we have, is it the better?
If you can detach so much, then that's better. But what the idea is that if a good soul, if a right soul have money, he can do a lot of good. So if a person who is a very great soul, who is a pure soul like you, like Oliver. If you have thousands and billions of dollars, you have if you get the billions of dollars, what you will do? You will be doing many things to promote spirituality. You will try to awaken most of the people. You will be having spiritual parties.
Yeah.
You will be having your own charity. So right people with money are powerful forces. So we
Yeah.
need money.
I'm
In
not
this
asking
time,
about
without
money. What I'm saying is, if you've got millions in the bank, do you need physical items such as a fanny pack and a pillow and a lampshade and 5 different cups and like things on the mantelpiece? So the less objects and items we have, is it the better? So we've got millions in the bank, but do we need to have physical objects? Do I just need a laptop and a microphone to be the purest soul that I can, you know? The less objects, the better, would you say? Or does it not matter?
actually it matters, but it's not done by force. Don't force yourself. That's the thing. Suppose many people are like, I am going to spirituality tomorrow. From tomorrow, I am going to be a vegetarian. And he will be forcing himself. He will be saying some non-vegetarian things and he will be forcing, oh, no. You don't need to do that. Automatically, it can happen. Automatically, if I think this speaker is not needed to spread the teachings or making to conduct a class and all, then it's okay. This television, this speaker are everything to spread spiritual messages and for spreading yogic teachings. So how you do that? That's the thing. So you need Zoom. Sometimes you need Zoom. Sometimes you need to pay for webinar. So what is the intention behind that? It's not about totally against money or materialism. We need materialism. We need to balance. We need to find balance. Finding balance is the new age spirituality.
But would you say having less objects is better than having objects
Yeah,
that you
definitely.
don't need or use, but it's
Yeah,
just there to fill the house up?
Yeah. Give it off. Make good karma.
Yeah. So, for example, I've just moved house, and I've been like 40% of the crap that I just put in a storage box because I had it from years ago. I haven't used it. It's just shit that's been there. So I've got rid of it. I'm trying to like minimize my life because I've got to store it, carry it, organize it, place it. And it's like, I don't even use this stuff. So trying to reduce the stuff that I use as opposed to having it there in case I use it again. I'm trying to get out of that pattern because if I need it in the future, I can just buy it. Instead, I was keeping like a specific tool that I used 4 years ago in case I need it again. So I got rid of it. And if I need it again, I'll get it. Having that mindset with everything, you'll realize that you can get away with having 50% less of your stuff.
Actually, that's a good way to generate karma. Because if you like something very much, if you really like, there may be books you like very much, give that books off. Give that to other people. Then at the right time, when what you are desiring, it will be given to you by other means. That's how the karma works. What you like the most. That's the practice of my teacher, Master Chowakoksui. What he do is that what he liked the most, he give it to other people. So he was actually paving way for the future karma. And that's a good thing to do.
So to confirm, what you're saying is whatever I love the most, give that away and you will get that back and more.
Yeah, for sure.
So
the law of karma, law of attraction definitely works in that way.
But you're saying to give away the exact thing that I love the most. So for example, if I love...
No, it's actually a hack. It's a hack technique for generating karma for the future. So in the future,
example,
you will be needing something else.
I love plants. So if I give out plants to people, I will get an abundance
tomorrow
of plants.
Tomorrow you won't be getting plants itself. But at a moment, like from 5 years or 10 years, maybe you will be wishing for something else. That will be given to you. Because you're planting that kind of seed. What you plant now, that kind of seed can generate, it can plant in the future.
So for example, I love plants, right? I just moved out like 20 plants. If I give those plants away and in the future, I want to be on, say, a really important person's podcast, you're saying that by giving away the plants now, There's a likelihood that I'll be invited on that person's
Yes,
podcast.
when you are like not giving away to anything else, but when you are giving away to deserving people, then you are generating good karma, and this good karma can literally come back. It's like a karma is like an insurance policy. Like there will be tough times, there will be something like zodiac issues, Mercury retrograde, these kind of things can happen, and you don't have any karma, then your suffering will be hell. And at that moment, you have plenty of karma. Then those big kind of situations will come as small things. It's like an insurance policy.
Define what you mean by insurance policy so I can really get it.
It's like a person, consider two people. One person doesn't have any karma. He's having a lot of bad karma. So as per zodiac, astrology, these kind of things, every person will be having a tough time. And in the tough time, this person doesn't have any karma. Then his suffering will be higher. Another person who have generated a lot of karma. Then this kind of saying astrological issue, something happened. So at that time, his suffering will be much more lighter.
When you
Because
say
there is a
karma,
price
you
he's
don't
giving.
mean good or bad. When you say karma, you don't mean necessarily bad. You mean good or bad. So, yeah.
Good and bad is there. Good and bad
Okay.
is there.
Right.
So we need to generate good karma. Good karma is acts like our insurance policy. So a person is having a tough time and he doesn't have any karma, then he will be having a tough time.
So, for example,
So
if I lose my house and I've been given out and being good and serving and raising the consciousness and just giving away, and I lose my house, I will find somebody who says, "No, come and stay with me."
Anything can happen because the universe knows the best way.
But it will back me up.
Maybe
I'd have an insurance policy where I'd be looked after. I wouldn't be in a shithole. I would be looked after,
exactly.
right?
Yes, actually what we have always said, there is a price to be paid for every level of consciousness. Actually, you are paying the price actually at that time when you left your house and all, you are giving a big chunk of karma, good karma, to universe, and universe will be like some kind of synchronicity, some people coming to you, some people offering you, this kind of magic can happen. But you don't have any karma, then you don't have any other option also. You need to suffer that phase, and after suffering, and that karma can be neutralized. So karma can be neutralized in two ways: by generating more good karma or by going through the suffering.
Okay, so for example, if I wanted to get more things coming my way, I've got to give out more.
Give and you will receive. When you are giving, just do this. Just consult any healer and just scan your heart chakra. Just scan your heart chakra and give like $100 or $50 to someone. Automatically, your heart chakra will be increased. Within seconds, your heart chakra will be scan with any healer. And what will happen is that when your heart chakra increases, your crown chakra is also getting activated. And it also affects if you are giving money and all, it's also getting affected in your root chakra. And root chakra is a source of abundance, prosperity, and prosperous energy will be flood to you. So that's why all this law of attraction teachers are saying, give and you will receive. Actually, this kind of energy changes is happening.
So, for example, the more I give out, the more my heart feels amazing. My heart's connected to my head chakra. When my head chakra is open, I get access to a higher level of consciousness, and therefore my energy becomes higher. I become more pure. I am tuning into more out there, and I have access to more energy to heal more people, to get more love, which goes up to the head chakra. And it's this never-ending cycle of energy attracts more energy, right? And you go up to the dimensions, whatever you said.
Yes, exactly. And these are done by non-spiritual people who are millionaires or billionaires. What they are doing, they don't know about spirituality, they don't know anything about raising consciousness, nothing. But they are having their own charity. They are having their own charity organization. When they are giving a big, like $1 million to that charity, unknowingly or knowingly, their heart chakra is getting activated, their crown chakra is getting activated, and more prosperous energies they are having. They are not spiritual. They are not spiritual. But when they give, when the millionaires, when they give, even they don't know, but it's happening for them. Heart chakra is getting activated, and more prosperous energies continuously flow. So that kind of loop they are following unknowingly.
Yeah, so let's say they give out to loads of people in Africa. They all say, thank you, Mr. Bill Gates. Bill Gates receives like 50,000 children's energy and love focusing on him.
Yeah,
he doesn't know why he feels good, but
he
it's
knows
all
the
those
trick.
children focusing on him. And then he's like, right, let's give out more. And then he gets that energy back.
Yes. That's why most of the people, when they are in their old age and all, they are giving and giving and giving. So they can reincarnate in a better place, in a more. So they have karma. That's the power of karma.
Okay, if you had one thing left to tell the world, if you'd one day left to live, what is the one thing that you would share to the world?
We are not just our physical beings. We are not just our physical body. That's the main thing. Human beings are limited, like this is the only thing we have. As a human itself, there are like 3 bodies we can totally access anytime. We have an astral body and mental body. So where your focus goes, there it energizes. Most of the time, I'm saying like I'm Nirmal, or you're saying like you are Oliver. We are focusing on the physical body. So only our physical body is energizing. We are not at all thinking about this astral body and mental body. So when you have access, when you can realize there are other bodies, there are other dimensions for us, then the change happens. Then spirituality becomes an experience. So to experience spirituality, I suggest to learn pranic healing. So you can literally experience spirituality within a day. Within one day, the teachers, the pranic healing teachers, they will show you this kind of energy, this aura, because these kind of experience is needed. Experience it, then believe it.
Is there anything you want to promote or plug before we finish?
No, it's fine. I think all good.
And just out of interest, what do you see in me or about me and my purpose when you just talk to me? What comes through for you?
Actually, I have scanned your aura. Because when someone asks me to do a podcast or do something, I will be checking because I am a healer. So I check what I noticed first, that your heart, you have a big heart. So that's the only thing a person needs, is having a good heart. So you have that. And we will be also checking, like there are like 3 or 4 things we need to check. It's like honesty, truth, love. You have all these things. You are a blessed soul. So it's an honor. It's an honor to have a podcast with you, to do a podcast with you. So suddenly I said, yes, I will do it.
And you're saying like the clairvoyants, they know. So someone like you, as an energy healer, can see someone like me who is genuine, who is pure. You can see it. Like I just have to show up as me, keep doing what I'm doing, promoting love, authenticity, vulnerability, and like-minded people like you doing the same will see that. Is that what you're saying? You don't have to do anything apart from just be more of what you are and want to be, right?
Yeah, actually, because I have seen many people who don't have any idea about spirituality, who don't have any idea about spiritual hierarchy, about higher consciousness, nothing. But they have a good heart. And if they see someone who is homeless, immediately they will give some money. It's an automatic reaction.
Yeah.
So when you are doing this thing, that's enough. Being a better human being, that's the main thing. So you're a person like that. So that's why I love to connect with you. So keep doing that and keep spreading you this light. And I wish all the success for your future endeavors.
I really enjoyed this chat. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Oliver. Thank you.
Thanks for listening. If you like this episode, please remember to subscribe, turn the bell notifications on, like the episode, and comment below. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's YesKingOliver. Take a look at the other videos to your side. And if you just want to listen to this podcast, you can do so on Apple and Spotify and most other platforms by going to talkwitholiver.com.